よし、やるか。 LA ノワールやりましょうか。前回も引き続き殺人家の事件をね追ってるんですけど、なんかキモいね。前回の事件とかさ、あからさまに誘導されてんだよね。なんかいきなり血のりでさ誘導されて、ここを調べたらいいんじゃないのみたいなメモを渡されてさ、でそこ調べたらなんかまた微妙になんか、なんかこいつっぽいわみたいなのがポロポロ出てきてわからん。ということで今回もやっていきましょう。白い靴の女。どうせ今回もまた死んでるんでしょ、女性が全裸で。もう分かってきましたよ。でもそろそろThe White Shoe Thing。 白い靴の女や。酔ってんの？あいつや犯人は。
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand.
はい。
The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
やれやれ、シグナルヒルね。
Skipper, there's a new letter.
ほな行こうか。じゃあ着替えようか今日も。どうしよっかな。じゃあ久々にジャスティスソードになるか。
Genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case.
また手紙届いてんのか。絶対な絡んでくるよな、いつか。まったく困ったもんだぜ。雨じゃん。行きたくないんだけど雨降ってるから。傘ないの？やだな、もうスーツ濡らしたくないんだよ俺。ほんと嫌い。やれやれ、じゃあなんで降りたのおっちゃん。てめえしょっぴくぞおい、こら、おいおい。さきやがって。さーて行きましょうかね。
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer.
無線は無視する。
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on the racket are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
まあとりあえず逮捕すりゃええと思っとんねや、おっちゃんは。
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home run.
なるほどね。アンダを積み重ねたいタイプだ。ふざけんなよマジで。で、どこや。しばらく違う。今どこにおんの俺。これか。ここ曲がっていいな。さてさて、今回の外車はどないな感じやろかね。はい、失礼、通るよ。警察が通りますよ。さてさて、この先ね。こらこらこら。現場。目的地周辺です。そこのやつどこのやつ？あ あなたか。
Steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
違った。
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to
あ
seeing
あ、この人
You're the gig when you work in homicide, Phelps.
至れり尽くせりだね。無線はもう他のやつで適当にやっといてくれ。こっちは連続殺人鬼を追っとるんじゃ。強盗だの盗っ人だの、そんなしょぼい仕事に興味はない。で
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway.
暗すぎない今日。
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took
Oh,
with
yes,
them
son.
as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the
Ame
rain washed most
ka.
of it away.
And the body?
めんどくせえ
Looks like she
な。
was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a link
また
rope.
考察か。
For my money, it's triple braid again.
つながってるよね絶対。
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
服を着ている今回は。
Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
うん、そこ気にな
I
った。
doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal
なんだ
effects.
と物取りか今回は。足跡8センチ、じゃあサイズ 8？
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
何タバコ吸ってんだてめえ。タイヤ痕。
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
ほう。みんなタバコ吸うじゃん。俺も吸いてえよじゃあ。お金。
Doesn't look like anything.
いや物取りの可能性は低いとかあるでしょう。これはまさか
Incidental.
ですよね。じゃあもう外車行っていいか。ほな失礼して。
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services F1363.
あえて着せた可能性もあるなこれ。特にこちら側の手には何もない。で左手はまた指輪が抜き取られてんだろ。知ってんだよ俺は。何？指輪の跡もない。つまり未婚の女性か。いつもの夫が犯人だ説は使えないよおっちゃん。もう何もない。トゥルルーンだ。終わった。これ靴片方履いてんの？片方履いてるっぽいよね。どうしよう。
What do you think?
We still got the laundry label to check off.
調べたじゃんさっき。ああ電話で聞くのか。
Not now, Phelps.
ごめんなさい。さてさて何女性？関係者？
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
ほ
Detective Phelps,
う
LAPD.
どうもフェルプスです
I'm Mrs.
LAPD
Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
なんかうさんくせえな。わざわざ言いに来るか普通。まずは顔を見る。
I think I should get back to my cleaning.
じゃあ来るなよ。死亡時刻は午前2時。
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
ほう。ホームレスね。まあこれは信用するしかないでしょう。反証もしようがない。
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
退
Any
役
idea
軍
where we
人。
might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
ほ
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a
う。ど
big
う
help.
も。
Of course, anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
どう思います？
I'm stumped. Ideas?
I'd say call it in. R&I might have something could get us started.
まあとりあえず電話するか。オナシャス。バッジがどうのこうの。
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
どっちから
Thank you.
進めるか。とりあえず目的地は決まっ。どこに行ったんだよ。ジジイは。もう乗ってやがる。やれやれ。どっちから行こう。でもこの近くってことはホームレス村から行った方がよくない？
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
いやもうこのジジイに従うのはなんか尺だからこっちから行ったろ。近いしね。まあ、でも距離的にはそんな変わらんか。前は行くで。さてさて。いやでもおばちゃんがわざわざ言いに来たのも引っかかってんだよな。前の事件もさ、なんか目撃者みたいなのがいたじゃん。なんだっけ、娘がどうのこうのみたいな事件の時に、あいつが車に乗ってきたのを見ましたぜみたいな用務員がいたんだけど、それ言われたらもう動かぬ証拠じゃん。でもそれが真実なのかどうかっていうのを詰めてないわけよ。それがすごく気持ち悪くてね、とても心に残っています。さてさて、じゃあホームレスども処分しに行きますか。ここやってるね。
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face.
LAPD。
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
話にならん。
Bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the lead. These guys can wait. At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
How come the cops can't ignore us the same way the government does?
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
なんかボロいな。絶対何かあるぞ。俺はもう正直こいつを信用できないでいる。相棒だけどよ。すげえなんか迅速に解決させようとすんのよ、いつも。やだ。
Olive oil comes from olives. Where does baby oil come from?
We still got the laundry label.
せんそんなもん。なんだこれは。おいおいおい。違うと思うなじゃねえんだよ。明らかにこれだぜっていう音出たじゃん今。ポンポンって。ここの住民が怪しいな。
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
そうやね。まあ別に調べよう音楽も流れてないからな。関係ないのかな今マジで。
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs.
働け。まあでも働けない事情があるんだよな、こういう人だって。
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
とりあえずタックルを決めていく。特に手がかりめいたものはないな。知ってる？なんかそんな強く当たってなくない？俺。
There are three kinds of people. Those who can count and those who can't.
そうか。無駄足だったってことでいいのかな今んとこは。あ、レコードだ。集められる気がせんだけど、今2枚目やで。特にここでできることはなさそうだな。変えるか。ん？そこの下もなんかいけるな。なんだねここは。何の明かりだい？寝床か。人もいないのに火が焚いてあるぞ。妙だな。まあでもなんもないか。よし、無駄足行こう。登れよこんぐらいさ。頑張ってくれよ。やれやれ。絶対絡んでくるよな。タイミングが悪かったな。だってこれなんか証拠デッセの音がしたもの。やれやれ。ほなランドリー行くか。はよ乗れ。はよ行くでも。はよ乗っても行くで。
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, all right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
文句しか言わん。はいはいはい。めちゃくちゃ遠いから行きません。近場だったら全然行くんだけどな。気分転換によ。どうせ終わった後にできるしな。曲がらしてもらうよ。さてさて、いやー、今回はなんか綺麗に終わらせたいわ、事件を。なんか気色悪い感じで終わらせたくねえんだって。裏があるみてえなさ、ちゃんと表でやりたいわけよ、俺は。そこか。さてさて、大量の洗濯機。行くか。なんだこの店は。けしからんな。先々行くやん。で、どうも。そんな強く当たってないじゃん。
Galloway, L.A.P.D. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
逃げるなこいつ。
You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
絶対逃げる。
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
さてさて、1373だっけ。これじゃない？これでしょ？シルバーのイブニングドレスか。あれなんだっけ？待ってー。瞬間記憶弱すぎだからさ、俺。惜しいな。ほぼ合ってるわ。1363。
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
ふむ。逃げてないだと。面見せろよお前。ずっと後ろ向いてるぞ。こんなもんか。なんなんだよこのスペースは。ほな行こうか。やれやれ。さてさて、ホームレス村も行かなくていいってなってるわ。じゃあ何もなかったよな。はいはい、始まった始まった。
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
やれやれ。で、ここかい？でも指輪はつけてなかったんだよな。どういうこっちゃ。娘さんとか？人形。お子さんがいそうだ。いるね。怖えよなこの状況。外でスーツを着た男が立ってるって。誰やねんこいつは。ほな失礼します。 LAPD。 あれどうも。
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a
ボビ
party.
ー・ロス。
She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
Bad news.
Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
いや、これは犯人じゃねえよ。
I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
今のところ犯人じゃなさそうなんだけど、なんか証拠見つかるんでしょ、どうせ。上がってくるよ。血のついたシャツとか。
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all
あ
right.
の世だよ。
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
電話を使う。すみません、ちょっと電話借ります。
You want to hear something funny, Tarleton?
Operator, message
Some
for
bucks think filling out a
KGPL.
missing persons report actually rules them out of
今電話してるから。
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross?
ああ、
Then
ボビ
send
ー・ロ
some
ス。はい。
uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks, ma'am.
警戒されちゃうんじゃないのこれ。さあ、じゃあ家探し始めようか。さてさて、マッチ。バロンズバー。ほう。ここも調べた方がいいかな。
Need to check if she was a regular.
うん。やべ、行く場所多いぞ。写真立て。
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
またなんか夫婦仲悪いやつやん。だって指輪してなかったもん。離婚直前とかじゃないのもう。ハンドバッグ
I doubt it.
違うんかい。この部屋は何もなし。子供部屋。
This doesn't pertain to the case.
なんだこれは。何これ。
Circumstantial.
ふむ。チェス。またバーのマッチ。どうしてもここに行かせようとしてるな。
Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
やりかけのチェス。気になりますね。
If you'd
まあ
excuse
まあ
me, ladies.
死んだよ。
Nothing significant.
冷蔵庫チェックもなんもなし。おいおいおい。おいおいおい。
Bobby
あ
was out in the rain last night.
また怪しいもん見つかっちゃったよ。まあこれはアリバイ崩しの手がかりにはなりそうやね。ブーツ。
We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. So she went out without her handbag?
ほう。パズに出かけただと。
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
はいはいはい。 他に何かあります？免許証なし。ふむ。
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
なんかどんどん臭くなってきたな。また夫が。やだよ、こんな少女たちの前で夫と殴り合うとか。まだ調べるべき場所があるはず。車を見よう。犬？なんだこれは。ロープ。
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
ふむ。いやー、すごいなんかこの人犯人ですって言ってきてる。キモいな。結局このジジイのさ、望み通りになってる気がするわ。じゃあ俺より先に行くなよ。
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
あったかいな。よし、話を聞こう。
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
面を見るぜ。これな、焼き付けるぞ。若干上向いて下向く。悲しそうな顔。こんなもんか。口を結構開ける。さて、可能性のある容疑者。ごめん。知ってますか、誰か。
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
この表情はまあ怪しさはないな。さっき見たのと同じだ。
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
お前のアリバイは？
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
なんか様子がおかしくないですか、あなた。
So when I call this Bobby Ross character and he tells me you're lying.
Look, what do I have to do to convince you that I stayed at the party?
あなた雨の中お外に出てないですかね。
I want to find who did this. I want to help.
ちょっと急ぎすぎたか。
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
いやもう絶対嘘。かといって証拠で出せないんだよな。バカ野郎。
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
なるほど。じゃあ最後の接触はいつだい？
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
早めに帰っただ。やけに堂々としてるな。逆におかしくないこれは。
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
だってあなたのジャケットびしょびしょですよ。
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
いやー、ちょっとミスったな。
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you begin
おめえは離婚してるだろうが。
Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Barron's bar.
バロンズバーか。
Appreciate your time, sir.
どうも。
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
まあ、信じるしかなくない今は。でもな、結局なんか犯人だってことになりそう。なんで降りるんだよお前。置いてくぞ。あれなんだっけ、なんとかロスの家とか聞いてなかったっけ。でどこや。結構近場に集約されてるな、なんかいろいろ。ノーノーノーノーノーノー。でこの角でいいんだけど、もう一本先か。おらー、よしよしよし。でバロンズバーとはここかい。ああ、フロントやられてるわ。さてさて、話を聞こうかな。まずは窓から伺う中を。
What now?
What about the barman? We ought to get everything we can out of him.
入るか。まあ失礼。
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Tarleton?
話が早い
Yes,
な。
it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
外
If you
出
don't
中。
mind, we have a few
あ
questions.
あ。顔を見よう。しかめっ面。
Something wrong, pal? I can pour you a couple fingers if
いや
that'll
そういうこと言う
help.
とさ、おっちゃんが飲み出すからやめて。この顔ね。最後の接触は
What time did Teresa leave?
Around
10時
10:30,
半
I。think.
うん。まあこの面だな。まあ真実か。
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa.
好きだからねえじゃねえよ。
Drink is when things aren't going so good at home.
あ
I was worried about her.
あ、なるほど。知ってたんだ結構。どうも。ほう。
Put out an APB on the cab.
3591. Should be traceable.
イエロータクシーね。どうも。さあ次だ。容疑者のホームレスの男、知らない？
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
知ってるね、あなた。かといって証拠では出せねえから。知ってんだろ、ハケ。
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her.
二人の男。
Promising to take her dancing.
複数犯。
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor
Wow.
in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other
水
guy
兵。
is Richard Bates.
リチャード・
He's
ベイ
sitting
ツ
in。the back right now.
ほう
Red
ほ
polo shirt.
う。フォローシューツ。
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
聞かなかった。まあこの面だな。信用しよう。
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
Yeah, she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
なるほど、どうもありがとう。
We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
みんなこんぐらい簡単だったらいいの。
That's him.
L.A.P.D. Don't make me chase you.
もう逃げるじゃん、もう殺すか。
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
どこどこどこどこ。
Go, Phelps, get after it.
おめえも来るんだよ。
Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive.
L.A.P.D.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
やれやれやれやれ。いやめちゃくちゃワイルドな運転するじゃん。あっぶねえなもう。まあ俺の車じゃねえからいくらぶつけてもええわ。いやむちゃくちゃするなおい。
Killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers.
撃て撃て撃て。
Don't go to sleep on me. Give me
そうそう
back
そう、それやってそれ。タイヤ撃つやつやってちゃんと。
Hit him. Clean this asshole off.
あ、もう当てていい。
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
おら。横に出てもう思いっきりガツンやりたいわ。よしよしよしよし、ナイス。あ、死なない？死んでないこれ。スピンもクソもねえだろう。派手に吹っ飛んだだろう。確保だ。あれ、確保できる。
Put your hands in the air. Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
なぜ逃げた？
I have a choice in this.
さてさて、顔を見よう。
Come on. If we're doing this, get it over with.
なんだとてめえ、今すぐ何らかの罪でしょっぴいてもいいんだぞ。
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
水平ね。いや、なんか知ってる顔だな、これは。だけど、証拠からは出せないよね、別に。何も出せないよな。知ってんだろ、吐けよ。
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to
警棒
know.
急に出すじゃん。
Okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
で、なんでそんなことしたんですか、あな
So
た。
what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me.
殴られた。
Shot. After that, I don't know.
いやもう知ってる顔、知ってる顔。吐きなさい、全部。殴られたい？
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole. On what offense? Sexual assault.
おいおいおい。
Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
やれやれ。まず一人逮捕や。で、あ、電話できる。電話する場所どんどん増えてくんだけど。
Phelps, badge 1247.
受話器上すぎじゃない？
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number
ああ、それそんなんあったな。
3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
お願いします。
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective.
何戻ってこいって。おいおいおい、そいつがやったんじゃないのか。
Thanks for your help.
どうも。やれやれ。ほな一旦帰るしかないですかね、これは。帰るしかなさそう。行くぜ。はよ乗って。はい。早い。速攻。走行中？セブンストリート。どこやねん。フィフス。セブンストリート。でもタクシーやろ。先タクシーや、これはもう。
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
いやもうこれはもう行くしかねえ。警部知るか。先やこっちは。まずいまずいまずい。どういう道で行くのが早い？突き当たりを曲がって、ああだこうだ。これ行かなかったら逃げられるやつでしょ絶対。失礼。逃げられた。はい。いるいる。もう目の前や。見つけた。
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
車降りても無線が聞こえる。
She was with this sailor. He was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
行っていいぞ。
That's gonna ruin my day.
なんだてめえ、しょっぴかれたいのか。
Get off the road!
Watch it, will you?
くそ、早え。この辺にしといたるわ。さてさて、じゃあ帰るか。これは重要な手がかりな気がするぜ。クリスタルボールルームってどこ？それ押さえた方がいいのかな。いける？いけないね。一旦帰るか。どっか電話ねえかな。クリスタルボールルームって調べらんない？無理っぽいな。これ電話？電話だ。いけっかな。ダメです。帰るしか許されない。やれやれ。さてさて。で、その上級水兵様とやらに話を聞かなな。始まらんっぽいわ。どこ曲がるのがいいんだ？遠いな。じゃあせっかくだから路上犯罪やっていくか。暇だし。気分転換や。ちょっと人を撃ってリフレッシュしよう。こっちはもう事件現場に向かってるんです。どいてください。通りますよ。銃撃戦じゃないか。待ってたよ。 コップキラーショット。
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
もう俺が行くしかないってこと？やべえ、めちゃくちゃ撃たれてる。さあ、じゃあこの可愛い子ちゃんで行こうかな。行くぞ。ぶち殺せ。これどうやって登んの？裏から回るとかだっけ？あ、そこの雨どいか。行くぞ。主人公補正や。くそ、角度がやっぱ蜂の巣だろ、こんなん上がった瞬間。
You like killing cops?
Won't help console the officer's
雑魚が
family, but these guys are done.
マシンガンなんだよな結局。悪いね、仕事増やしちゃって。俺もさ、手足を打とうとしたよ。でもさ、オートエイムがさ、心臓打てって言うから仕方なくね。いやー、すっきりした。ほな帰るか。知らん。乗るのが遅いやつが悪い。さてさて、じゃあ水兵様の尋問としゃれ込みますか。いやでも今んところはなんか確信に迫るような証拠がないんだよな。全容が全然見えとらんわ。
Not a care in the world.
さてさて、ただいま。
He's in interview too.
はい。
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
ほう。で、第2。どこだっけ？インタビュースペース。1。向こうか。ここだ。いるね。
Sirs?
Advice?
It's open season on the sailor. Let's take a run at him.
でも傷は見たとこないかな。まあ近づくで見んとわからんか。
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessica.
お前がやったんだろ。
It would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
話を聞こう。まずは面を見る。綺麗な顔してんな。
My CO is gonna kill me.
その前に俺がお前を殺してやるよ。まっすぐな目が特徴か。じゃあ聞こうかな。
You went to Barron's bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
目泳いでないこいつ。でもここまで行くのはちょっと早くないとは思うんだよな。何杯か飲んだ。本当か。
You're lying to me, Jessup. I think you weren't having much luck.
話が早すぎる。 飛躍しすぎてる。
What makes you think I wanted to hurt her?
まだ殺してないよな。
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job.
ごめんね。
You understand that?
だからここは怪しくない？
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right.
おお。
Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
まあ筋は通るな。で、あいつ殴ったらしいじゃないですか。暴行罪ですよ、それは。
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
いやもうやるよ、後で。びっくりするぐらい動揺してる。
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
やべえな、こいつ。危険しそうだ。
You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
やれやれ。で、事件発生前の行動。
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
彼女も頬を畳んでとかそういう引用を使うな。なんか隠してるよな、この顔。本当か？
You're lying, Jessup. Tell me where you went.
I'm telling you, I caught a bus back to the base. What makes you say different?
かといってな、その証拠はないんだよね。ボールルーム行ったとこまではもう押さえてあるからさ、その先はね、わかんないんだよね。
Looks like I was mistaken.
すまんな。でもお前目が泳いでるんですけど。
We spoke to the cab driver.
あるの？
Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An all-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown.
家で降りた
After
だ
that, I
と？
caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
ふむ。で、乗ったタクシーは？
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
腹立つな、こいつ。びっくりするわ、なんか。微笑ましいわ、逆に。
Tell the truth, Jessup. You were running out of time. You wanted to get laid and Teresa wouldn't come across. It made you crazy, so you strangled her with a piece of
飛躍しすぎてんだよな、こいつの発想が。
I felt sorry for her. What proof do you have that I strangled her?
絞め殺した証拠なんてないんだよね。
Looks like I made a mistake.
すまんな。あれ、なんか表情が変わった？さっきのにやけ面はどこ行ったんだ？チラ。
My CO is gonna kill me.
そう。なんかさっきのニヤーって顔どっか行ったんだけど。でもムカつくから疑う。
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief.
なん
She
だ
had
と？
another couple of drinks. There was no
あ、
fun.
泣いちゃったんだ。
Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between
ほら、いたじゃん。
And it looks like the bow has a record too.
ホームレス村行ったのに。
Female assault.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
どっち行くかやな。水兵をさらに追求するか、ホームレス行くか。まあ、一旦車乗るか。
Three suspects in the can and one on the hoof. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
何はい。
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's card game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
なるほど。
Have them bring him in.
やべえ、またなんかもう犯人候補がいっぱい出てくるやつや。まあでもバスセンター行ったからって急に犯人が生えてきたりとかしないと思うから、先にこっちで抑えよう。ホームレス村行ったら多分大喧嘩になるから。スレイ。さてさて、札が通るっつってんだろうが。めちゃくちゃ無線入ってくるな。危ないな。もういやー、でも今んとこ全然確たる証拠が一個も出てこないからさ、何も見えませんね。怪しいやつしかおらんから。ホームレスの情報はおばちゃんなんだよな。ホームレスがどこで絡んでくるんやろな。水兵バスで家まで送ったっつってるしな。そっからもう一回出たってこと。まあそれも一回バスで聞かなあかんか。さてさて、話を聞こうか。いやいや、今回ボリューミーだね、結構。バスって運転できるのかな。乗っていい？乗れないや。待ってるね、結構。どうも。
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now.
やけに黄色いな、こい
Where are you
つ。
boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7th
運
floor.
行中
Can
か
you。tell us the route?
Hang on.
ぶつけて止めるしかねえか。
Here somewhere.
どうも。ほーん。はいはい、まあこういうストリートを通ることね。なんか喧嘩してない？ファースト、テンプル、スプリング、オリーブ、7番、ウィルシャー、ユニオンアベニュー。ふむ。
I'll need to run the loop.
いや、この環状線をたどっていかないかん感じか。
We're not gonna drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
やれやれ、大変なことになりそうやで。新聞ある？ありそうじゃない？
Case and got promoted? This guy's got a screw loose.
新聞とか
Are you drunk, mister? Or you just
レコードとかないか。タバコ。 なんもない感じやね。ああ、じゃあ行こうか。環状線行かないかん。よかった、ちゃんとなんかマップに敷いてくれるわ。はよ乗れや、走れ。環状線行かなあかんねんこれから。あ、前べっこべこだ。はい。さてさて、じゃあ環状線ぐるぐる大作戦や。邪魔だっつってんだろ。
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
やれやれ。いや、こんなに足で稼がされるとは思ってなかったよ、さすがに。くそ、バスなんて見えねえぞ、影も形も。ワンチャン逆走した方が早いまでない？今更やけど。バスを追ってるんだ俺は。どけ、道を開けろ。どけっつってんだろ。まったく邪魔だなもう。いや全然見えへん、バスなんぞ。仕方ないだろ。
I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. Just give me a nudge if you see him, right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Oh, Rusty.
もういやマジで見えへんのやけど、ガチで移動してる説ある？でもこんだけ全力で走ってたらいつか出会うよな。そう見えねえ。大変。ああそこ曲がるのね。すいませんすいませんすいませんすいませんすいません。全然地図見てなかった。お、あれでかくない？違うな、路面電車や。バス走ってんの今本当に。あれか、いや気のせいか。もう全部バスに見えてくる。
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
いや長丁場になりそうだぜ。やっぱ逆走した方が早かったかな。全然見えへんねんけど。失礼。マジで言ってる？バスなんて走ってないじゃん。やめたのかな。神隠しか。あれか、バス見つけ。止まれ LAPD。 止めろ、ぶつけるぞお前。走らせやがって。止めろよ。なんでノロノロ動いてんだよ。あ、はいはい、後ろにつけなきゃいけないのね。はい、すいません。あぶねえ、当たるとこだよねか。止まってるもん。あ、もう降りてる。ごめんね。 お待たせ。
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street.
カリフォルニアストリー
To
ト。
tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo kid.
おいおいおい、繋がってきたね。ごめんね。逃げるように去るじゃん。
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
よし。
Means he's as good as
車は直った。
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
さてさて、じゃあホームレス村に行くかい。いやー、これでようやく行けるようになるんやね。絶対あの写真があった家じゃん。かけてもいい。さてさて、どこで曲がるんやこれは。しばらく道なりに行って、ここで曲がるか。どこ？グランドのとこ。
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
オルベラストリートプラザ？どこ？オルベラストリートプラザって。なんか路上犯罪じゃない空気だったよな、今の。まあいいや、わからんし。場所わからんから知らん。マップになんか書いてくれんし。危ない。
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
俺だってさ、頑張ってるんだよ、必死で。出た。まあこうなってるところをこうか。危ない。やれやれ。俺が交通課だったらな、しょっぴーたるのに。行くぞ、乗り込めい。さて、話を聞こうか。銃持っとるやんけ。銃撃戦になるやろ絶対。こんなもん。
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. You need to hold out to the cavalry round.
How do we do that?
Like this.
めちゃくちゃする。めちゃくちゃ。
Want your rightful share? We need to fight for it.
ほい。いてててて。おらおら。終わりだ。俺は拳しか使ってないんで大丈夫です。
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very
殺
funny.
すぞ。
We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder,
Ackerman だと。
Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me.
やめろよ、なんかそういうこと言うの。めんどくせえから。コメントしづれんだよ。やれやれ。ほら、この家だ。
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
これ絶対関係あるでしょ。
Maybe if
ないのかい。お財布。なんて書いてあるこれ。ほう、なんじゃ。
Ackerman, doesn't look like much of a dancer.
クリスタルボールホール、つまりあそこに行ったことになるね。見つけちゃいましたね。
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
いや、これもくせえな。臭すぎて逆になんかキモい。モルヒネ盗難事件。ほう。久しぶりの新聞だ。
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir.
シェルドンとはいつ絡むんや。
Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors. But they've been moving it on to addicts. And they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying. And that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
大事な話なんやるけど飛び飛びやからなんかもう入ってこんなあんまり。まあでも覚えとこう。で、もうトゥルルーンした？もう調べるもんないか。で、
I'm at a loss.
Let's finish this. Back to the station.
こっからが本番か。誰を犯人にするかっちゅう話やな。今んとこ一番臭いのはホームレスだよね。証拠が揃いすぎてる。でもそんなさ、凶器を置いとくっていつも思うんだよね。
Husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
いやー、誰を責めるかって俺が決めなきゃいけないんだよね、こっからは。困るなー。こういうさ、いや確実な証拠があればさ、俺だってさ、こいつだよって言えるんだけど、ないのよ、手札が。 ブラックマジシャンが欲しい。さてさて、ここ4人いるからな、容疑者が。
Going this way.
そっち？こっちだじゃな、こっちだって言うんだったら案内して最後まで。
Any ideas?
何も言わなくなっちゃった。いる？
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
戦争トークでもするか。さてさて。
I thought you'd have more bullshit questions than that.
他のやつとも話できる？話しに行けるわ。行こうと思えば行けるのかな？こっちも。いないわ。ダメです。アッカーマン行くしかねえわ。じゃあ話をしようか。悪いね、待たせて。まっすぐな目をしているな。
What are you staring at, boy?
だとてめえ、おい。もっぱつ殴られたいのか？話を聞こう。どうして殺したんだ？
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
嘘くせえ。まあでも証拠はないんだよな。特に。バカ野郎！
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
ファック&さよならや。で、被害者との接触は？
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
これは嘘。でも証拠で出せるか。まあ一旦反証でどういう攻め方でいくか教えてもらおう。
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
何か理由があるはずだ。
Reasons are my own.
だとてめえ、おい。
Can you disprove what I say?
でも丘の上にわざわざ連れて行く理由がな、確かにわかんねえんだよな。確かにわかんないんだよ。置いとこう。一回なんか反証を選ぶと表情固定されちゃうのかな。ピクピクしてキモいんだけど。おかしいだろう。なわけないだろ、バカ！
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
さて、お前のアリバイを聞こうか。
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
ここちゃんと証拠で崩せればな、一発なんだけどな。
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the
そう
day.
だ、
We have a
目
witness.
撃
We have
証言があるん
evidence.
だ。
Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
女の関係ねえ。あんたこんな財布持ってるわけないですよね。
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Yosh.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my
褒められ
finest
てる。
crusaders.
よし。よし。で、評価は？ああ、車両損害額えぐいことになってる。いやー、ちょっとね、序盤質問こけちゃったけど、まあでもそっからはわりかしスムーズにいけてたな。いやーでも星5いけなかったのちょっと悔しいな。まあでもわりかし、今までのに比べれば、まあ割とスッキリはしたけど、でもなんかな、まだ、わざわざ丘の上に連れてったこととか、なんであんな凶器を持ったままにしたんですかとかわかんないからさ、なんか小骨が引っかかってるわ。まあでもね、とりあえず褒められたんで割と満足です。というわけでね、次回ね、また次の事件でお会いしましょう。ではご視聴ありがとうございました。